Okay. Hey, Nicole here. You know what I really don't understand? Well, before I even go into it, I've just decided to make a video on here because I know my friend Brian, he makes like random videos on YouTube, or he used to, of just rants. And I think it's a good idea because I just need to rant right now. Alright, you know when, well, some of you might not be in college that are viewing this, but you should understand the way I'm explaining it. You know when you go somewhere new, you start in a new place, and, well, for me, it was college, and you just really figure yourself out. You figure out who you are, what you want to be, what you're doing in life, all that stuff, all that good stuff. And you kind of change. I know there's a lot of different phases in life where people will change, they'll start dressing differently, talking differently, having different outlooks on life. And I had one of those epiphanies where I was just like, wow, what the hell am I doing? I lost a lot of weight. I stopped wearing all the freaking overdresses. I can, like, feel comfortable in my own clothes now, see? Yeah, like normal clothes. And, like, I like different music, I like different things, and it just pisses me the fuck off, excuse my language, when I go back to talk to some of my friends that I had in high school, and they just talk to me as if I was that same person. And it doesn't really piss me off. It's a little bit annoying when my friends are just like, oh, remember when this, and oh, you still like this, and whatever, and they're being positive, not negative, but there's so many people that I used to be friends with, but then had falling outs with, that bring up all this stuff in the past. Like 2 years ago, they're like, oh yeah, you did this, you did that, you're this, you're that, like labeling me now for what I was then. And people are constantly changing. So, and the people that have, well, some of the people, not all of them, but the people that have been insulting me have changed a zillion times themselves. So I don't know why they're labeling me as the same person. Like maybe they want me to be that person because it makes them feel better or something to hate me. I have no idea, but I just don't understand why people will just. Oh, that was a bee. Anyways, I don't understand why there's a noticeable difference in a person. I don't understand why people choose to bring out all the bad stuff from the past and just make the people feel like shit. Like, seriously, this kid was freaking talking to me online. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have been talking to him at all because he just is so filled with insults for me. I really don't get it because I looked up to him so much, and now you see he's a total retard because he just insulted me. He was insulting my eye makeup or something, which I definitely used to wear a lot of eye makeup, but like he's dated girls that wore more makeup than I did by far. He was insulting how I wear too much makeup. I'm like, I just put the little eyeliner thing on. It's a swipe. It's 1 second. And I guess he just said that because I would wear dark makeup. Sometimes I would wear like 2 different colors, but I don't even do that anymore. Like, I like the brown because it brings out the green in my eyes. I don't know if you can see. But anyways, um, yeah. And I don't wear that much. And like, what else is he saying? Something about my hair being chemically straightened. Does it look chemically straightened to you? Good little flip. I wish it was chemically straightened, but no. And he just like has all these lies to put all over me. Like he tells me what I was and what I do, and I don't like. He's totally wrong. I guess that's what happens when you meet somebody once that you knew online. I don't know. And then this other kid that I was talking to, he was just like, he said the same thing about the heavy eyeliner. Like, he's my ex-boyfriend. He called me. He's like, I don't know why he's calling me. He's just randomly been calling me. He's like, oh yeah, you wear heavy eyeliner, so, because we were talking about bands I like, and he's like, oh, they're all shitty, but, like, a lot of people I know like the bands, like Escape the Fade, and all these good, awesome bands, and he was just saying, oh, they suck, and what does he know? He listens to freaking rap and other stupid shit. I went to a Warped Tour, and he stood in the pit for a rapper. There's like, first of all, why are there rappers in Warped Tour? I mean, he was okay, but there was one rapper on the Warped Tour, and that was like the band he came for, and like Anti-Flag and a couple others. But anyways, he was like insulting my eyeliner and how I hang out with certain people because of my eyeliner or something, and how I'm so emo. And I was like, I might have been emo in high school because of crazy shit that went on, but I'm not emo now. Like, you haven't even like, you seriously hasn't even talked to me in 2 years with a normal conversation, except for like a few times recently, and I haven't been emo. I have been, hey, what's up? And then he goes on to tell me that I talk weird. I was like, I'm sorry that I'm articulate, and I'm sorry that I'm clear with what I say, and I'm not all like, drugged out like a druggie, okay? Like, I know most people do drugs, and they sound like monotonic, or like dumb. I'm sorry, I can't sound dumb for you. I can't dumb myself down. I don't know, so that was another thing. And then he was just like, you're crazy. I'm like, why did you call me if you're calling me crazy? I was like, you're the crazy one. I don't understand people like this. Like, yeah, I was a little wacko in high school because I was so insecure and, like, fat. Fat, first of all. Fat, fat, fat. And, like, I was obsessed with this one kid at my high school, and he was, like, crazy, and it turned me crazy. So I realize now that the kid's a total douchebag. I mean, I saw him at the movies, and he ran away from me. What the hell? And then he was all like, oh, I feel so bad, here's my number, blah, blah, blah. And he doesn't even talk to me. It's so fucking weird. Like, I don't understand these people. And so, I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying. It just pisses me off when people take, I don't even know the words for it, they take who you are away from you by labeling you as something that you're not. I hate labels. So ridiculous. Like, I could understand why people before would call me emo, because in college I would literally just stay in my room because, like, I missed my boyfriend and he didn't go to school with me at the time, so I just would stay in my room and listen to my iPod because I didn't want any trouble. And most of the people just did drugs, so what am I gonna do? So I just listened to my iPod, and people wanted to be friends with me, but I would just, like, sulk around or whatever. And I looked emo because I wore I had the eyeliner and, like, the emo clothes or whatever, which I still have a few, but I'm more, that was just because I was trying to cover myself, because I hated my body, so, I mean, whatever. It's just, I did that. I could understand people saying that, but even then, people didn't really, like, in college, or it changed a lot, people didn't really call me emo. They just said I dressed emo or whatever. I don't know, I've just changed a lot in the past year, and people take that away. Those people from my past, I want to be friends with them, I really do. Like, of course, obviously, why would I bother talking to them? But they just are so stuck on before. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. Change is inevitable. It happens. You changed yourself. Is it so hard to believe that I'm a different person? I don't know. Like, I see a lot of changes, but then some people are like, oh no, you're exactly the same. And then some people are like, wow, you look completely different, and blah, blah, blah. I don't even know where I'm going with this. I keep saying I don't even know. I have that problem. There's a few little phrases I say. You know what phrases I hate? I hate the I'm not gonna lie phrase. So many people were stuck on that phrase for the longest time, but I think it kind of died down, which is good. But anyways, just people piss me the fuck off. Like, that's why I just hang out with my boyfriend and hardly any other people. Like, that's another issue. You girls need to stop being such hoes. I mean, really? You all, like, random people will add me on MySpace, and I'll be like, oh, they look kind of cool, but I won't add them. I'll wait to message them or whatever, because I've learned my lesson with meeting people off of MySpace. They end up being wackos, but, so I'll wait, and then I'll find out later on, like, if I added them and didn't even really talk to them, or even if I didn't, when my profile wasn't on private, they would go to add my boyfriend. I'm like, what the fuck? So weird. People just trying to get to him. I don't know, like, girls are such hoes. They are, like, seriously, more attracted to guys when they have girlfriends. I don't even know. And girls in college, especially. And I'm so glad I was in a relationship in college. Like, so many people have problems, and they get screwed over, and they just, like, get raped. And it's ridiculous. Yeah. And even I had some problems with girls that I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Trying to talk to my boyfriend and causing all these problems. I don't know. But, yeah, I think I'm done with my rant now. I hope you guys don't think I'm totally ridiculous and you agree with me, because it makes sense. I don't think that people should be so judgmental of other people when they're going through so many changes, especially when I had so many problems back then. I was so insecure, I felt ugly about myself, and that's not good, but I fixed it, so obviously now it's good. But it's just, if people can't notice a difference,